my channel, Plutonian Priestess. If you have already been here before, thank you for returning. If you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell button so you can get notified for all my new videos. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram at PLTPRIESTESS. This is the Cancer Tarotscope reading for Gemini season. If you are a Cancer rising, Sun, Moon, Mercury, Mars, or Venus, this is the video for you. Make sure to comment, like, and share, and let me know what you thought. I hope you enjoy your reading. Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your Gemini season reading. I feel like you guys are already, the first thing I get is that you guys are really going through some major change and transformation right now. I feel like this is really going to be a season that is really defining for you guys in a lot of ways. So first up, we have the heroine. Isn't that how you pronounce it? I'm awful at pronouncing stuff, let's be honest. Okay, light attribute. Passion for a journey of personal empowerment. Shadow attribute. Escapism and a false sense of heroism. And then we also have the Pluto card. And then we have turning in, morality, harmony. And then we have your path for Gemini season. So with the Four of Pentacles here, I feel like you guys have maybe been struggling with self-worth and self-esteem. If you don't feel like that is you may be struggling monetarily or with finances in some kind of way lately. And part of the reason that has been is your attitude towards your situation. And the Four of Pentacles talks about someone who has, money over their heart. So instead of opening their heart, they rather fill it with material abundance and always striving to get the things that they want and never being completely emotionally open, right? It's being kind of closed off in some kind of way. And what a lot of people don't realize is that love and the way we feel about ourselves and how we value ourselves actually mirrors our relationship with money. So if you feel like you are worth a lot and you have a lot of self-worth and a lot of self-esteem and a lot of value in yourself, it will be much, much easier for you to attract material abundance because you think that you are worthy and you have high value in yourself, so you will attract abundance into your life. So with the Four of Pentacles, it seems that maybe recently your heart has been kind of closed off, and the reason that probably is because with the Five of Cups reverse is likely you went through a period of loss in some kind of way. Maybe you went through a breakup, or you lost a certain amount of money, or you've had some kind of struggle. Maybe you lost a family member, maybe you've had some conflicts with friends or other family members, whatever it may be. You went through some kind of pain, and that forced you to want to be closed off. But when the Five of Cups is reversed, it talks about having some hope, right? It talks about having some restoration after going through sorrow or loss. And so it's actually, in its reverse state, it can be a very positive omen as long as the cards around it support that idea, which it does, because we have the Sun and the Strength in the Three of Pentacles following it. So you right now are someone who is probably going through a period of rebirth. And the reason I say that is because we have the Pluto card here. And the Pluto card is all about transformation, of course, because it's rules Scorpio, transformation, death, rebirth, all those things. And not just death in a literal sense, but death in a figurative sense as well. And like I was talking about with the Aries group, we can go through multiple births. Was it Aries? No, it was Taurus, I'm sorry. I was talking with Taurus that we can go through multiple births and rebirths in our lifetime, right? And so right now you are going to go through a period of new birth and transformation, and it is likely that the things that you have been through recently were all for a karmic purpose, and the pain that you felt, you're actually supposed to feel because it's time for you to face your shadow self and to face some deep internal wounds and some deep psychological habitual reactions that you have, and it's time to reflect upon those and, you know, determine what beliefs are working for you in your present life, or which beliefs are outdated and actually need to be adjusted and changed. And with the turning in card, you know, Gemini season could really be a time for you to do some more of that internal work, do some more reflection, really focus on what you want your life to be, and, you know, how are you going to get it there, right? And so we have the morality card, and so the morality card can speak about, you know, having a strong set of beliefs and really living strong in your beliefs and living strong to your beliefs, but also thinking that you know best and that you know better than everyone else. Like, your morality is law, so to speak. So your beliefs are law, they're facts. And so you really need to make sure that you do a reflection on what your beliefs are, and, like I said, really do a check and see what's serving you, right? And I hate saying that because it does sound so cliche, but find out what's helping you right now and what's hindering you, and delve deep into that subconscious part of yourself, you know, that Pluto, and really find, you know, how you are attracting people and experiences in your life that actually help you learn about yourself, to release painful repressions, you know, because, like, we can go through things a lot of the time, and in the moment it may seem, you know, like we get over it very quickly or something like that. And it's because often we'll just repress it and we don't want to deal with it because it's too painful for us to deal with. The problem with that is eventually those feelings that we repress, they are going to come up and come out. And so you need to make sure that, especially as a Cancer, that you are having a healthy way to express your emotions, that you are having a healthy way to release those emotions. And that starts with having a healthy relationship with yourself, right? It starts by turning in, and in this picture, she's meditating and she looks very at peace, but you can see around her she has all these shadows, right? And all these figures and faces in this, and they're almost kind of like, some look nice, like she looks nice, but that's about it. All the other ones look like really creepy and ominous, and that's kind of how it can feel when we're facing our inner demons. You know, there's things that we're ashamed of that we did in the past, there's things that we said, you know, sometimes we think about how we could have done stuff better, or if we did it this, and then we can also think about the future, right? We think about, like, oh, well, what if this happens? What if this happens? And so with the turning in card, you really need to work on finding what is going to release the inner repressions that you need to release, and then that will help bring you to that harmony, right? And so we're at 4, and 4 is about hard work, so to speak, right? And so facing your inner demons can seem hard. And then we have 1, which is new beginning, and so you'll have a new peace of mind, a new way of looking at things, and that's that harmony. We have the strength, and so we're having the strength to look within, the strength to have that peace of mind, to readjust our morality, to face our inner demons, right? And the Sun is all about success and attainment and achieving what you want. So, you know, these cards are kind of dark and dreary, they're just kind of gray and blah, and after this we have the Sun, right? So we have closed off heart and loss, and then right after that we have the Sun shining again. So your energy is back, your vitality is back. You know, the Sun is usually a card that can speak of a marriage, so maybe you're actually going to find a little love this Gemini season, but maybe you're just working on your home life and making that security that you want and really making your life be what you want, and you're actually finding that inner strength to listen to yourself and have that inner guidance and that inner knowing. That's really, really important. And we have the 8 here, and 8 is all about it's about karma, money, and wealth, right? And power. And so when you're having that strength to face that internal karma, you're actually going to be overcoming, and you're going to be making yourself stronger and able to create the reality that you want, so to speak. And you're actually releasing debt from the past. So not only are you going to be making this life better, but you're actually releasing karma for your future lifetimes as well. And then we have the Three of Wands. And so the Three of Wands is all about entrepreneurial success, business success, going out there, seeking more, trying to take on new pursuits and new adventures. And so I feel like this season is going to be really about turning it around for you guys. It's going to be about seeing that light at the end of the tunnel and coming through and really finding that peace of mind and finding that internal strength to start new, having that strength to start again and really try something, to new pursuit, to do something that you really, really want to do, that you've been striving to do. And I want to go back to this heroine card, passion for journey of personal empowerment. So that's the light attribute. So you need to make sure that you're focusing on building yourself this season, because the shadow attribute of this is escapism, and it's very easy to distract yourself with everything else. And Cancers are nurturers, right? And so it can be very easy for Cancers to want to take care of everyone else, right? It says a false sense of heroism. So Cancers can give themselves an ego boost out of taking care of other people, and they think that when they take care of other people, they are doing something that is very noble and very good. And that is not a negative trait, that's a positive trait, but it can be negative when you're constantly trying to save people who are not worth saving. So you have to know when to draw the line and when to say that, when to take a step back, and to know when to just care for you and not care for others. And that sounds like kind of harsh, and I don't mean it so much in the sense that you need to cut everyone off and like break up with your boyfriends, break up with your girlfriends. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that like you need to have those strong personal boundaries when you need to know when you need to focus, draw back and focus your energy more on yourself. Because I feel like Cancers can be good at, you know, always putting their energy out to everyone else, always trying to make other people happy and trying to be kind of like, I don't mean this in a bad way, but Cancers, like, they try to be sometimes what other people want them to be, and that's because they have such a loving, compassionate nature at core, and when they get hurt, that's when their claws come out, obviously. But because don't get it twisted, Cancers are vicious when they need to be, but they will acquiesce to make people in their lives happy if they think that that's what they should do. And so Cancers can stay in situations that are not ideal for Cancers because they think too much about the other person's feelings. And if you don't want to get so caught up in the idea of helping someone or saving someone so much that you're not helping or saving yourself. Because if you're not showing up 100% in your relationship for yourself, then you can't show up 100% for your other relationships. You know what I mean? And you can't do that. You can't show up 100% in your career, at home, in your family life, in your friendships, your personal relationships, so on and so forth. So I think that Gemini season really needs to be about focusing that energy inward and really working on yourself, working on releasing your emotions, cleansing your emotions, doing healing work, finding that peace of mind, embracing that rebirth process, because you have a ton of potential going on, right? The Sun is all about recognition, that energy outward. So you're going to take that time to turn inward and heal, and then you can go back out and you're going to turn it around and you're going to be the shining beacon, right? And you're going to use your strength to create something new for yourself. And so overall, it's a really positive reading. Keep up on the path that you're on. Try to just really take care of yourself. I think self-care is important for everyone, but I think self-care is extremely important for a Cancer. Yeah, and don't be afraid to be strong in your truth, and don't be afraid to really go after the things that you want this season. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to share, like, and comment, and I will see you next time.